Welcome to the Proven Not Perfect podcast. I am your host, Shontra Powell. Today, I am coming at you in motion. In motion. What does that mean? So I think I've shared with you all before that I have continued to walk this path that is fluid in the sense that I feel like I need movement. I feel like I need action. The art of sitting still, sitting down is really very challenging for me. So for me, the work is taking a pause and actually sitting still in it, being in it. And I heard something this morning during my run. Shout out to Peloton, Adrian Williams. That was fantastic. If you don't do Peloton outdoor, this is absolutely not an ad, but hey, I'm just saying, hit him up. Wow. So in any case, I'm doing this run and something hit me like a brick. The fact that I started my journey of 30 days in motion yesterday. And the feeling hit me to do this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's right, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time, which is mildly ridiculous in the state where I live, because at that time, you're talking 90 degrees, okay? If you're lucky. Likely closer to 100. And so here I am deciding, okay, I'm going to do this every day. The next 30, I'm in motion, okay? That's me getting myself back in gear, back in movement. So I go out and I said, okay, I'm going to put on Peloton. I'm going to do a run. I'm going to tell you this. That was probably the hardest run I've ever done in my life. And I'm not a runner. Seriously, let's be clear. I have run a half marathon, Chicago, shout out. I have periodically had running as a part of my just general workout regimen. I did run track in high school and middle school, all the things, but I still don't consider myself a runner. I don't know who considers himself a runner. Like maybe the people in the Olympics right now. McCullough, yeah, she's a runner. Usain Bolt, a runner. People like me, I don't know. I don't think I will ever get to a point where I consider myself a runner. So with that being the backdrop, I go out, hit the pavement, and I literally pushed through what I felt like was literal hell, okay? Lungs burning, heart beating, sweat dripping. I got in the house and could not breathe for probably a good 2 minutes before my heart began to catch up with my breath and my mind began to get over being completely pissed off at me, okay? All right, so that's just the flat truth. I told my son, who happened to be one of them, happened to be around me, I said, you know what? In life, there are things called the hard way. The hard way are the hard lessons that we learn. Okay, so my son looks at me, he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I just decided that I'm going to go 30 days movement. I'm looking at the sun, getting ready to make its adieu toward the evening, and I have commitments, so I couldn't run later. And I decided to go out for a run. I went out for a run, and that was hard. It was really, really hard. And it was hard partially because of what I did to myself, i.e. deciding to start at 4 o'clock in the day in the middle of the high heat, the highest heat. That was hard, really hard. I did that part. But the other part was the environmental factors that I couldn't change. Just because in my mind, I was willed and inspired to get going, get moving, get running, start right now, today, yesterday, there were still things I couldn't control. The fact that it was hot, the fact that it was sweltering, couldn't control that, right? So it was really hard. And then I told my son, you know what? In life, I finally kind of figured out this notion of the hard way and the easy way. And so I think for me, in my evolution, the times that I've chose the hard way, some naivety, some sheer pride and ego, some just straight up stupidity. I don't know, pick it. But when I've chosen the hard way, I found myself in a situation where it was really hard and I had to find it from my toe, pull it up and push through. And that's what I did. I pulled it through my toe and push. Now, here comes the easy way. Does it have to be that hard? Well, I have to tell you, I'm learning no, it does not. It does not have to be that hard. But, okay, so here it is. I realize that there's an easy way. What would be the easy way? The easy way would be setting my alarm clock a little bit earlier and choosing to dress and get out on the pavement when it's a normal hot, a normal non-runner hot. And then I can not only have breathy running, but I can also settle in and push with purpose and not be swinging and flailing for every breath, every sip of air. So as I'm running with my man Adrian this morning, it hit me. Wow. The hard way is hard, but it's important so that the easy way can be recognized as critical. What? Did I say that? The hard way is important so that the easy way can be recognized as critical. For a lot of us, for a lot of things in our life, we won't get to the easy way until we've gone the hard way. And I think that's why it's important, because I can sit here all day long and try to instill in my son the notion of hard way and easy way. I can threaten that as a course of discipline for him making best choices in life. But the fact of the matter is his mom doesn't make best choices in life. I still don't. I try, but I still don't. So I have to choose wrong in the sense that I'm choosing hard. But that's important because then it helps me to lean in and commit to the easy way, and to know that even in the struggles that come when things are naturally flowing, I can push through it because I know that this way is so much better, so much organic, so much more natural than me going against and flailing and fighting the air and sipping the air. That's what I'm talking about. So I wanted to do this special segment, this movement segment of Proven Not Perfect. Not a lot of time I wanted to spend with you, but I wanted to just share with you what's on my mind. I'm also giving a lot of thought to doing just this. Getting into, I'm going to call it podcast book mode. Is that a thing? Podcast book mode? Podcast book mode, where you're living a 30-day chapter with me. And in that 30-day chapter, I am sharing with you what's on my mind. And hopefully inspiring you in sorting through what's on your heart and mind. I've been getting so much feedback from people who are sharing with me that they listen to the podcast and they feel as though I am literally sitting with them in their head, know what they're thinking. I don't, but we know someone that does. I believe that you found this podcast for a reason. Whether you choose to admit that or not, up to you. But I believe you found it for a reason. And I believe that with that backdrop, there's something here for you. And it won't be the same thing that is here for me. It won't be the same thing that's here for somebody else. It's going to be what's here for you. So I invite you to lean in, to listen in, and to reflect. When you listen to this podcast, at the end of it, close the chat, close the page, but give yourself at least, guys, seriously, a minute of deep breathing and thought just about you, about where you are, about what resonated for you, about what triggered you and why it triggered you. Those are the things that I hope that you do, that you lean in. What am I moving toward? I feel like Proven Not Perfect is becoming a platform of experience. And I'm going to tell you more about that at the end of the 30 days, because that's the time that I've given myself to put meat on the bones. But it's going to be an experience that will continue to offer people the ability to evolve and develop and to live freer, because they know that there is absolutely no reason to be on a quest for perfection and instead to be on a journey of joy. This is Shontra Powell with Proven Not Perfect. May God bless and keep you this great brand new day. Peace.